Hello dear young learners, how are you all? I hope you all are very good and keeping a good health too. So yes, your friend Aprajita is here with a new chapter of your class 5 English Grammar Acknowledge series by Amit Publication. So children, to start with the chapter, we start chapter number 9 today. And the chapter is degrees of comparison. So what are degrees of comparison? Today we'll learn all the degrees of comparison in this lesson. To start with it, let's read this. In previous chapter you have learned about adjectives. Yes, in the previous chapter we had learned about adjectives and the kinds of adjectives. In this chapter you will learn how adjectives change their forms when they are used to compare things. When we use these adjectives to compare, so how these adjectives change their form, that we will see in this chapter. So let's see. See, here are some pictures and what is written? The star is bright. Yes, the star is bright. This is telling the quality of the star. How is the star? The star is bright. The moon is brighter than star. Now see children, here the moon, because moon emits more light than the star. So moon और ज़्यादा bright हो गया, brighter हो गया वो. Star तो bright है, moon brighter हो गया क्योंकि वो star से ज़्यादा light देता है. The sun is the brightest of all the three. अब इन तीनों में दोनों में क्या है, ये sun जो है सबसे ज़्यादा लाइट देता है, तो ये brightest हो गया. Now see children, how the adjective has changed its forms. Bright, brighter, brightest. So the three forms are here. In these examples you see three forms of adjective. Bright, this bright is positive. Bright जो है ये positive है. First form जो इसका है वो है positive form. The moon and brighter is comparative. ये comparative क्यों है? क्योंकि हम इसको compare कर रहे हैं star के साथ. Okay? So this is comparative. And the brightest is superlative. ये जो brightest है, सबसे ज़्यादा जो light दे रहा है हमें, उसको कहते हैं, जो सबसे ज़्यादा सबसे ऊपर होता है वो है superlative. The sun is the superlative. So bright, brighter, brightest. Positive, comparative and superlative. These are the 3 degrees of comparison. Okay children? See how the adjective has changed its form, and this is called the degrees of comparison. When we compare the adjective with something, it changes its form and is known as the degree of comparison. The positive degree of an adjective is the simplest form of the adjective. जो simplest form है ये bright है. ये क्वालिटी बता रहा है स्टार की कि स्टार कैसा है, ब्राइट है. नो कंपैरिजन इज मेड इन द पॉजिटिव डिग्री. पॉजिटिव डिग्री में कोई कंपैरिजन नहीं है. द कंपैरेटिव डिग्री इज यूज्ड टू कंपेयर टू नाउन्स. नाउ हियर व्हेन वी कंपेयर किस में किया जाता है? दो चीज़ों में ही तो कंपैरिजन होगा. एक चीज़ होगी तो कैसे कंपैरिजन होगा कि कौन सी चीज़ ज़्यादा अच्छी है या कौन सी चीज़ ज़्यादा टेस्टी है. जब हम दो चीज़ों का कंपैरिजन करेंगे तभी तो हम कंपेयर कर पाएंगे. तो टू नाउन्स को कंपेयर किया जाता है कंपैरेटिव में. द सुपरलेटिव डिग्री इज यूज्ड टू कंपेयर मोर देन 2 नाउन्स. नाउ सी स्टार, मून, ये 2 नाउन्स हैं जिसके साथ सन को कंपेयर किया गया. तो एक से ज़्यादा नाउन के साथ जब कंपेयर किया जाता है तो ये जो 3 चीज़ें हो गई ना कंपैरिजन में, यहाँ 3 चीज़ें आ गई, मोर देन 2 हो गया. तो सुपरलेटिव डिग्री इज यूज्ड टू कंपेयर मोर देन 2 नाउन्स. यहाँ तीनों में कंपैरिजन आ गया तो वो सुपरलेटिव डिग्री हो गया. व्हाट एल्स इज देयर? नाउ रिमेंबर दिस, यू हैव टू रिमेंबर चिल्ड्रन. द कंपैरेटिव डिग्री इज ऑफन फॉलोड बाय द वर्ड दैन. अभी आपने देखा ना, द जो मून बताया गया, द मून इज ब्राइटर दैन द स्टार. क्या लगाया हमने उसमें? कंपैरेटिव में दैन लगा है. द सुपरलेटिव डिग्री ऑफन हैज द वर्ड द बिफोर इट. सुपरलेटिव डिग्री से पहले द लगता है. द सन इज द सन इज द ब्राइटेस्ट, द ब्राइटेस्ट लगाया था ना, तो सुपरलेटिव डिग्री से पहले द लगेगा और कंपैरेटिव डिग्री में दैन लगता है. सो रिमेंबर दिस प्लीज. रीड मोर सेंटेंसेस. सुमी इज अ टॉल गर्ल. देखिए यहाँ पे क्या बताया गर्ल के लिए, टॉल है. कैसी है वो, टॉल है. इसमें कोई कंपैरिजन नहीं है. देयर इज नो कंपैरिजन हियर, सो दिस इज अ पॉजिटिव डिग्री. फाइन. रवीना इज टॉलर दैन सुमी. यहाँ दैन भी आ गया, कंपैरिजन आ गया. किसमें, रवीना एंड सुमी में कंपैरिजन आया. तो रवीना सुमी से ज्यादा टॉलर है, तो ये कंपैरेटिव हो गया. ओके. एंड सी, सुमी, रवीना एंड रजनी. रवीना इज टॉलर दैन सुमी. रवीना सुमी से थोड़ी सी ज्यादा लंबी है. रजनी इज द टॉलेस्ट ऑफ ऑल. अब तीनों में जब कंपैरिजन हुआ तो सबसे ज्यादा लंबी कौन है, रजनी है. तो ये हो गया सुपरलेटिव डिग्री बिकॉज वी हैव कंपेयर्ड 3 नाउन्स. फाइन. रजनी इज द टॉलेस्ट ऑफ ऑल. इन तीनों में रजनी सबसे ज्यादा लंबी है. सो मूविंग अहेड. ओके. द रेड रोज इज लार्ज. The red rose is large. This is a positive. No comparison is there. The yellow rose is larger. Now see, red rose तो large है और yellow rose क्या है, उससे थोड़ा ज़्यादा बड़ा है. Comparison आ गया, red और yellow में comparison हो गया. The pink rose is the largest of these 3 roses. अब इन 3 roses में comparison जो हुआ तो ये जो pink rose है ये largest है, सबसे बड़ा है. ये सुपरलेटिव डिग्री हो गई. फाइन. वी यूजुअली एड ER एंड EST टू अ पॉजिटिव डिग्री टू फॉर्म कंपैरेटिव एंड सुपरलेटिव डिग्रीज. जब हम देखिए लार्ज का क्या किया हमने, LARGE लार्ज, ये पॉजिटिव था. जब इसका कंपैरेटिव डिग्री बना तो लार्जर ER ऐड कर दिया हमने लार्ज में. ओके. एंड जब सुपरलेटिव डिग्री हुआ इसका तो लार्जेस्ट EST ऐड हो गया. अंडरस्टूड. सो दिस इज द रूल विच हैज टू बी रिमेंबर्ड. नाउ देयर आर सम adjectives here whose positive degree, comparative degree and superlative degree are there. So let's read it very carefully. Black, blacker, blackest. See, comparative में ER आया और सुपरलेटिव में EST आ गया. फाइन. बोल्ड, बोल्डर, बोल्डेस्ट. ब्राइट, ब्राइटर, ब्राइटेस्ट. कोल्ड, कोल्डर, कोल्डेस्ट. फास्ट, फास्टर, फास्टेस्ट. ग्रेट, ग्रेटर, ग्रेटेस्ट. लॉन्ग, लॉन्गर, लॉन्गेस्ट. आर यू एबल टू सी द डिफरेंस? लॉन्ग ER आ गया उसके बाद एंड EST लग गया. पॉजिटिव में नो चेंज, कंपैरेटिव में ER एंड सुपरलेटिव में EST. स्मॉल, स्मॉलर, स्मॉलेस्ट. स्ट्रॉन्ग, स्ट्रॉन्गर, स्ट्रॉन्गेस्ट. टॉल, टॉलर, टॉलेस्ट. So these are the 3 degrees of comparison. Now let's see what adjectives, when adjectives end in E, only R is added to form comparative and ST is added to form superlative degree. Now the next rule is, पहले तो हमने देखा कि adjective में हमने ER and EST ऐड किया, बट जब ये adjectives E से एंड होते हैं, जो भी adjectives E से एंड होते हैं, देखिए यहाँ पे, just see carefully, listen to me carefully. E, the adjective is ending with E. So उसमें हम क्या करते हैं, कंपैरेटिव में R ऐड हो जाता है और सुपरलेटिव में ST ऐड कर देते हैं. So let's read how. Brave, BRAVE, the adjective is ending with E. So comparative becomes braver, BRAVER. ER, only R is added. Okay, BRAVE में R ऐड कर दिया तो ये braver हो गया. एंड सुपरलेटिव डिग्री में क्या किया हमने, BRAVE में ST ऐड कर दिया तो ये सुपरलेटिव डिग्री हो गया. अंडरस्टूड. सो लेट्स रीड अदर एडजेक्टिव्स. फाइन, फाइनर, फाइनेस्ट. नाइस, नाइसर, nicest. Simple, simpler, simplest. Wise, wiser, wisest. and white, whiter, whitest. देखिए सारे ई से एंड हो रहे हैं एंड इसमें हमने कंपैरेटिव में आर ऐड किए सब में एंड इन सुपरलेटिव वी हैव एडेड st in all the adjectives. Fine. So please remember this rule also when you are changing the degrees. Now next one more rule is there. When adjectives end in y, अब जब जो adjectives y से end होते हैं, preceded by a consonant. Preceded by a consonant means, wait children, just let me bring this again. The adjectives which end with y preceded means उससे पहले proceed करना means पहले वाला, succeeded means successor is उसके बाद वाला, preceded means उससे पहले वाला जो अल्फाबेट है वो consonant होना चाहिए. Okay, if the adjective is ending with y and the preceded with a consonant, उससे पहले एक consonant लगा हुआ है तो हम क्या करेंगे, y is changed into I, y को I में change कर देते हैं and er is added to form comparative. y को I में change कर देते हैं और उसमें er add कर देते हैं. चलिए हम एग्जाम्पल देखते हैं तब समझ में आएगा आपको. एंड सुपरलेटिव में क्या करते हैं, est add करते हैं. dry, dry. So this adjective is ending with y, children. Look carefully and listen carefully. This is ending with y. It is preceded with a consonant. R is a consonant. Fine. तो अब जब हम comparative में change करेंगे तो हम इस y का क्या कर देंगे, I कर दिया हमने, y की जगह dri कर दिया. ओके, एंड इसमें क्या ऐड किया, er ऐड कर दिया. तो it becomes comparative degree. Dry, drier. अब superlative में क्या करना है, est ऐड करना है. dri est, I तो ऐसे ही रहेगा, dri est हमने और इसमें ऐड कर दिया. ये हो गया superlative degree. Now let's read the other ones. Easy, easier, easiest. सारे y से end हो रहे हैं. Happy, happier, happiest. Heavy, heavier, heaviest. Lazy, lazier, laziest. Fine children. So this was one more rule of degree of comparison. Now, when adjectives are small words and end with a consonant, we repeat the last letter before adding er and est. देखिए जब adjectives छोटे होते हैं, small adjectives are there and वो consonant से end करते हैं. Children, consonants you know 5 vowels and the rest are consonants. So G is a consonant here. Okay, and इसको क्या करते हैं हम, we repeat the last letter. ये जो G आया ना, ये last letter है, इसको हम repeat किया है हमने. देखिए double G आ गया यहाँ पे. ओके, उसी लेटर को repeat करते हैं और उसके बाद हम er ऐड करते हैं. फाइन. सो लेट्स सी द एग्जाम्पल एंड ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड हाउ. big, big. G is a consonant. It's a very small adjective and G is a consonant here. Fine. तो अब इसको जब हम comparative में change करेंगे तो हमने क्या करना है, G को एक बार और ऐड करना है. ये जो लास्ट लेटर है इसको हम दोबारा से ऐड करेंगे. big, दो बार आ गया तो डबल G हो गया एंड उसके बाद हम ऐड करेंगे er. तो बन गया bigger. bigger, bigger. एंड इन सुपरलेटिव bigg तो वैसे ही रहेगा, est ऐड हो जाएगा. फाइन. वन मोर I'll tell you. fat, fat. T is a consonant here. Now we repeat the last letter again. FATT. देखिए यहाँ पे FATT हो गया और हमने ER ऐड कर दिया. Fatter. FATT वैसा ही रहा, इसमें हमने EST ऐड कर दिया. सुपरलेटिव बन गया fattest. Hot, hotter, hottest. Sad, sadder, saddest. Thin, thinner, thinnest. Okay. Now next rule, children, please read this chapter very nicely again and again so that you remember all the rules. Grammar is just rules. ओके, ग्रामर में रूल्स ही होते हैं जो आपको लर्न करने होते हैं सो दैट यू कैन परफेक्टली परफॉर्म द एक्सरसाइजेज एंड यू रिमेंबर, जस्ट रिमेंबर ऑल द रूल्स so that you recall when you are doing some grammar part. Some adjectives do not take er or est form when we change them into comparative or superlative. अभी तक तो हम देख रहे थे er और est ऐड कर रहे थे, but there are some adjectives उनका जब हम comparative और superlative डिग्री में चेंज करते हैं तो उसमें er और est नहीं लगता है. So they have irregular forms instead. उनका irregular form होता है. इसमें सब regular form था ना, अब irregular forms देखेंगे कैसे होते हैं. Bad, worse, worst. Bad का क्या हुआ? Worse, और form भी change हो गया बिल्कुल. देखिए, bad से worse, worst. Good, better, best. Far, farther, farthest. Little, less, least. Much, more, most. देखिए कोई रेगुलरिटी नहीं है इसमें, इरेगुलर हो गया. Many, more, most. Old, older, oldest. Fine? या इसको old, elder, eldest भी कह सकते हैं. Okay children? So now we have seen so many rules. Now one more is there. We use more and most with some adjectives to change them into comparative and superlative degree. Now this rule says that there are कुछ adjectives ऐसे हैं जिसमें हम जब हम उसको comparative और superlative में change करते हैं more और most लगाते हैं. So let's see which are those. Beautiful, more beautiful, most beautiful. She is very beautiful. Fine. Sita is very beautiful. Now there is one more girl, उससे compare कर रहे हैं तो Rita is more beautiful than Sita. Fine. Now one more girl is there, Reena. Reena is the most beautiful girl. देखा आपने कैसे beautiful में more और most लग गया and it changed its degrees. Careful, more careful, most careful. Difficult, more difficult, most difficult. Famous, more famous, most famous. Faithful, more faithful, most faithful. Wonderful, more wonderful, most wonderful. Useful, more useful, most useful. Interesting, more interesting, most interesting. Doubtful, more doubtful, most doubtful. So these are the adjectives in which when we change the degrees, we add more and most. More for comparative and most for superlative. So some comparative degrees take to instead of than. अभी आपको शुरू में बताया था ना कि जब comparative करते हैं तो उसमें than ऐड करते हैं. But there are some adjectives उसमें हम क्या करते हैं comparative degree में than की जगह to use करते हैं. देखें कौन से हैं वो. He is junior than me नहीं लिखेंगे. He is junior to me. देखिए ये है वो comparative degrees जिसमें to use किया जाता है. He is junior to me. They are inferior to us. You are superior to me. मेरे से ज़्यादा superior हैं आप तो to me. than me नहीं आएगा to me. Adjectives like more, less, many, much and little are also used to make comparisons. For example, you have more colors than Tina. You have more colors. आपके पास टीना से ज़्यादा, रीना से ज़्यादा colors हैं, more colors. She takes less food than सोहन. वो सोहन से कम खाना खाती है. Less food. Okay. Now, yes. Now we come to the exercise. Write the comparative and superlative degrees of the following adjectives. Some adjectives are given here. We have to write the comparative degree and the superlative degrees of these adjectives. So children, let's start with this exercise. whatever we have read in the chapter today. So, we will just find out how much we remember here. We have to recall the rules also. Positive degree is given, comparative degree is here and superlative degree is here. Wise, wise, wiser and wisest. Okay. Long, L-O-N-G, long, longer and longest. Small, smaller. So, here we are adding ER and EST, smallest. Tall, taller and tallest. Bad, bad. Now, here bad, badder, baddest is no word there. So, here it is an irregular adjective, irregular form. So, in this bad, worse and worst. Okay. Difficult. Here we have to add more and most. Difficult, more difficult. Okay. See, all the rules are being applied here. More difficult, and the superlative degree is most difficult. Okay, children. Busy. Busy also. Busy, busier, busiest. B-U-S-I-E-R, busier and busiest. Short. Again, E-R and E-S-T. Short, shorter and shortest. So, here we complete this exercise. Here we complete our 3 degrees of comparison: positive, comparative and superlative. Fine, children. I hope you have understood this. Now, fill in the blanks using the adjectives given in the brackets in appropriate degree of comparison. Here are some adjectives given in the bracket. You have to fill in the appropriate one, degree of comparison. Surbhi is the dash girl of my class. Surbhi is the which type of girl? Surbhi is the honest girl of my class. Honest remains honest here. We need not change the degree here. So, Surbhi is the honest girl of my class. This is the positive degree. Sakshi's voice is dash than mine. Sakshi's, now here is the comparison between Sakshi and me. Sakshi's voice is melodious, more melodious than mine. Here we write more melodious. Okay, children? Fine. Now, my teacher gave the dash question in exam. Easy. My teacher gave the easiest question. So, superlative degree, the easiest question. E-A-S-I-E-S-T, the easiest question in exam. Hina did dash than Sham. Here again comparison is there. So, comparative degree, Hina did good. Hina did good, better. Good, better and best. So, Hina did better than Sham. Leopards are dash than cats in size. Large. Leopards and cats. The comparison again is there. Leopards are dash than cats. Larger. Leopards are larger than cats in size. The man was dash than my father. Tall. The man was taller. Here again the comparison between two. The man was taller than my father. The Ganga is the dash river in India. Large. Now, the Ganga is the, here comes the superlative degree. The Ganga is the largest river in India. L-A-R-G-E-S-T, largest river in India. The fox is a dash animal. Clever. The fox is a clever animal. Yes, there is no comparison. The fox is a clever animal. I have made dash mistakes than you. Many. I have made many. So, what is the comparative degree of many? I have made many mistakes than you know. I have made more mistakes than you. Suman is a dash girl. Beautiful. Suman is, again this is a positive degree. Suman is a beautiful girl. There no comparison or superlative degree is there. So, children, here we complete this exercise. And the next one is tick the correct options in the following sentences. There are two options given. The one which is correct, we have to tick that. This is sharp or sharper of the two knives. Now here's the comparison is there. So this is sharper of the two knives. The parrot is talkative or more talkative than other birds. Again the comparison is there. The parrot is more talkative than other birds. Mrs. Dutt, our English teacher, is a friendly or most friendly person. Mrs. Dutt, our English teacher, is a friendly, positive sentence, positive degree. Mumbai is bigger than Delhi. The comparison between the two. So, bigger. Mumbai is bigger than Delhi. Raghav is the more hardworking or most hardworking boy in our class. Raghav is the most superlative degree is there, most hardworking boy in our class. The Mount Everest is the higher or highest peak in the world. The Mount Everest, again children, the superlative degree is to be used. The Mount Everest is the highest peak in the world. The box is heavy or heavier than that. The comparison is there. The box is heavier than that. Last night grandma told me the more or most interesting story. Last night grandma told me the most interesting story, because in superlative degree we use the. Before most we have used the. Okay children? So this exercise also has been completed. Now underline the adjectives in these sentences and state their kinds. We have to underline the adjectives and we have to tell which kind of adjective is this. He gave a clear answer. Now first tell which is the adjective. He gave a clear answer. Clear. Which type of answer? Which type of adjective is this? A clear answer. So adjective of quality. This is adjective of quality. Which kind of answer? Clear answer. The dogs are friendlier than the cats. Now here the friendlier is the adjective and friendlier than the cats. State their kinds. This is a clear, we have to underline the adjectives and we have to state their kinds. This is which kind? Courageous. This is, we have to tell the degree. We have to tell the degree. Which kind of degree? Clear. So clear is which kind of degree children? Positive degree is there. So clear is positive. Okay. Now the dogs are friendlier than cats. Here comparison is there. Comparative. Comparative degree. Okay. Now who is more courageous? More courageous, Ravi or Rahul? Again there is a comparison between Ravi and Rahul. So this is a comparative degree. This is comparative. You are the most intelligent boy in our class. Most intelligent. This is a superlative degree. Most intelligent, superlative. Okay. And is your house bigger than my house? Again the comparison between two. So this is comparative degree. This is a comparative degree. A mouse is smaller than a cat. Again comparison between two. Again this is comparative. And horse runs fast. Horse runs fast. This is a positive. This is a positive degree. Runs is positive. His performance was better than Hari. Better. Better than Hari. The comparison is there. So this is comparative. And you look beautiful today. You look beautiful. Beautiful is a positive one. So this is positive. And the last one is Dipali is the best speaker. The best. So the best is superlative degree. Okay, this is the superlative degree. So here we end with our chapter children. So I hope you have very well understood about the 3 degrees of comparison, how the adjective changes its form when we compare it with something. positive degree, comparative degree and superlative degree. So children, just go through this lesson very nicely and learn the rules very thoroughly. So till then, when I come back again, please learn and gain more knowledge. I'll be back with a new chapter for you. So till then, stay blessed and bye.